Ladies and gentlemen, we all have dreams. Big dreams, small dreams, dreams that inspire us and dreams that challenge us. But dreams alone are not enough. You see, there's a bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. That bridge is built with one thing: relentless work. Success isn't a gift, nor is it a stroke of luck. It's the result of consistent effort, the result of working relentlessly towards your goals, even when the road gets tough. It's about pushing through the doubts, the struggles, and the setbacks, knowing that each step forward is one step closer to your vision. Relentless work is the key that unlocks doors you never thought possible. It's about showing up every day, regardless of the obstacles, and giving your best. It's about not letting failure deter you, but learning from it and coming back stronger. And remember this: the only limit to your potential is the amount of work you're willing to put in. When you commit yourself to working relentlessly, you're not just chasing success, you're building it, piece by piece. So let's make this year the year we stop waiting for opportunities to knock and we start creating them through our relentless effort. Let's give it everything we've got, day in and day out, knowing that each moment of work brings us closer to the person we are meant to become. Success isn't something you stumble upon, it's something you commit to every day. When you commit to working relentlessly, you've already taken the first step toward your dreams. It's not about working hard for a week and quitting. The true measure of success is in consistency. Small actions repeated over time yield monumental results. Stay the course. The road to success isn't easy, and it certainly isn't comfortable. Relentless work means stepping outside your comfort zone and growing through every challenge that comes your way. The mind often sets limits, but when you push beyond those limits, you uncover hidden strength. Relentless work isn't about doing what's easy, it's about doing what's necessary, no matter how tough it gets. Setbacks are a part of the journey. The key is not to be discouraged, but to learn from them and keep moving forward. Relentless workers view failure as a stepping stone, not a stop sign. Results matter, but so does the process. Relentless work is about focusing on what you can control in the moment. Master the process, and the results will take care of themselves. Your future isn't shaped by what you say, it's shaped by what you do. The effort you put in today determines the opportunities you'll have tomorrow. Keep working hard, and your future will thank you. Working relentlessly doesn't mean burning out. It's about working smart, staying disciplined, and maintaining balance. Prioritize rest, but never stop moving forward. Success is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of commitment. When you truly commit to something, it's not just about setting a goal or having an idea. It's about declaring that you will see it through no matter what. Commitment is the foundation on which all great achievements are built. It's about making a decision and sticking to it, even when things get tough, when doubts creep in, or when the initial excitement starts to fade. You see, commitment isn't something you do when it's convenient or when everything is going your way. No, it's something you do when the going gets rough, when obstacles seem insurmountable, and when everyone else is ready to give up. True commitment is about staying in the game long after others have left the field. It's about waking up each day with a renewed determination to push forward, even when it feels like the world is against you. And let's be clear, commitment doesn't mean you'll have all the answers from the start. It doesn't mean the road ahead will be smooth or easy. But what it does mean is that no matter what happens, you're willing to do the work, to learn, to adapt, and to grow. Commitment means you're in this for the long haul, not just for the short-term gratification. It's a mindset that says, I am going to make this happen, come hell or high water. When you commit to something, you're making a promise, not just to others, but to yourself. You're telling yourself that no matter what, you will stay true to your vision. This is where most people fall short. They start with enthusiasm, but when the challenges come, they lose sight of their commitment. The real difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the strength of their commitment. The ones who win are the ones who keep their word to themselves, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. So if you want to achieve something remarkable, it starts with commitment. Make that promise to yourself today. Decide that you are all in. No more wavering, no more second guessing. When you commit with everything you've got, you'll find that nothing can stop you. Not the challenges, not the setbacks, and certainly not the doubters. You are the one who decides the outcome, And commitment is the key that will unlock the doors to your success. The real secret to success isn't about doing something big every once in a while. It's about showing up every single day, doing the work, and staying disciplined. That's the power of consistency. When you commit to consistent action, even the smallest steps will accumulate over time, leading you to places you never thought possible. Success doesn't come from the occasional burst of effort. It comes from steady, persistent action taken over time. Look around and you'll see that the most successful people aren't the ones who did something extraordinary once and then sat back. No, they are the ones who worked consistently, day after day, month after month, year after year. They put in the time, they focused on the process, and they didn't let short-term setbacks or distractions derail them. It's easy to get distracted by the excitement of a new goal or a new plan, but the real work, the real growth, comes when you stay committed to the process long after the excitement fades. This is where so many people miss the mark. They get excited, they make a plan, they take some big initial steps, but when the results don't come quickly, they lose focus. They give up too soon. The truth is, most people underestimate the power of daily discipline. They think they need to make huge leaps or drastic changes to see progress. But real growth happens in the small, consistent actions that we take every day, no matter how insignificant they may seem in the moment. Think about it like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect a fully grown tree tomorrow. It takes time. It takes consistent care. It's the steady watering, the constant attention, and the patience that allows that seed to eventually grow into something strong and enduring. Your goals work the same way. The more consistently you nurture them with effort and focus, the stronger they become. The key is to remain committed, even when you don't see instant results. It's in those moments of struggle and frustration that your consistency will pay off. Keep doing the work, keep showing up, and keep refining your approach. Over time, you'll begin to notice the small improvements, the gradual changes, and eventually, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. Remember, it's not the big dramatic actions that lead to success. It's the small daily efforts that compound over time. Stay consistent and the results will speak for themselves. So don't worry about taking giant leaps. Just take consistent steps, day in and day out, and success will come to you. If you want to grow, if you want to reach next level, then you must learn to embrace discomfort. It's the uncomfortable moments that will shape you into the person capable of achieving your goals. Let's be clear. Growth does not happen when everything is easy and smooth. It happens when you push through the tough times, when you take on challenges that make you uncomfortable, and when you choose to face your fears head on. We all like the idea of comfort, don't we? It's easy to stay in a familiar routine where everything feels safe and predictable. But comfort, while appealing, is the enemy of progress. If you're only doing what feels comfortable, you're not growing. You're stagnating. Success demands more than the familiar. It demands courage to step into the unknown, to take risks, and to accept the challenges that come with them. You see, discomfort is the price you pay for growth. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you stretch your limits. And every time you stretch your limits, you become a stronger, more capable person. It's uncomfortable to take on new responsibilities, to push yourself harder than before, or to try something new. But it's in those uncomfortable moments that you uncover your true potential. You discover strength you never knew you had and skills you never realized you could develop. The discomfort of the present is the key to the success of the future. Those who avoid discomfort, who try to avoid hard work and difficult situations, end up stuck. They don't move forward. On the other hand, those who embrace discomfort, who face their challenges with determination, are the ones who continue to grow, who keep moving forward, and who eventually break through to new levels of achievement. This doesn't mean you should seek discomfort for the sake of it. It means that when discomfort inevitably comes your way, you don't shy away from it. You welcome it. You recognize that this is the moment where true growth happens, and you embrace it with everything you've got. Every great achievement in life has been preceded by discomfort. The athletes who push their bodies to the limit, the entrepreneurs who risk everything to build something from nothing, the leaders who take on massive responsibilities. These are the people who understand the power of discomfort, and they are the ones who reach the heights of success. So, don't run from discomfort. Welcome it, because it's the sign that you're on the right path. It means you're challenging yourself and growth is right around the corner. Embrace the discomfort, because it's a necessary part of the journey that will ultimately lead you to the life you want. Remember, the bigger the challenge, the greater the reward. To truly achieve greatness, you have to push past your limits. You see, we all have boundaries, and many times those boundaries are self-imposed. We set limits on what we think is possible, and we allow ourselves to believe that certain things are out of reach. But here's the truth. Your limits are not permanent. They are meant to be broken. The journey to success requires you to constantly challenge what you think is possible. Most people stop at the edge of their comfort zone, thinking they've reached the maximum of what they can do. But the truth is, you are capable of so much more than you realize. The human spirit is incredibly powerful, and when you push past your perceived limits, you'll find that you can achieve things you once thought were impossible. Growth happens when you reach the point where you want to quit, but you don't. When you feel like you can't go any further, but you take one more step anyway, that's when real transformation occurs. The limits you face are only the boundaries of your mind. They are not set in stone. You can choose to push past them and discover new strengths and abilities you never knew you had. This is where the magic happens. It's when you dig deep, when you push through the pain, the fatigue, the frustration, and the doubt. It's in these moments of struggle that you uncover your true potential. If you give up too soon, you'll never know how far you could have gone. But if you keep pushing, even when everything inside you says to stop, you'll tap into an untapped reservoir of strength that will propel you forward. Remember, every time you push past your limits, you expand your capacity. You increase your ability to handle bigger challenges and achieve more in less time. You evolve into someone capable of taking on even greater challenges. Your potential doesn't have a ceiling. It has a vast, limitless horizon waiting for you to stretch toward it. So, don't be afraid to go beyond what you think you can do. The moment you push past your limits is the moment you start to unlock the extraordinary life you're capable of. Every goal you set will seem closer, every obstacle will seem smaller, and every dream will seem more achievable. The secret isn't in finding the path with fewer obstacles. It's in building the strength and resilience to push past the ones that stand in your way. Your limits exist to be tested, to be pushed, and to be expanded. Every time you go beyond them, you set a new standard for what you can accomplish. So don't hold back. Push past your limits and discover the power within you to achieve things you never thought possible. Failure is not the end, far from it. In fact, failure is often the beginning of something much greater than you can see in the moment. Too many people see failure as a roadblock, a sign that they should quit or that they're not good enough. But in reality, failure is an essential part of success. It's the process of learning, growing, and becoming better. Think about it. Every person who has ever achieved anything remarkable has failed along the way. They've faced setbacks, made mistakes, and encountered moments where it seemed like the dream would never come true. But here's what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. The successful people didn't let failure define them. They didn't let it stop them. They used failure as a stepping stone, a lesson in disguise. When you fail, it's easy to feel discouraged. But in those moments of struggle, you have a choice. You can either let failure defeat you or use it to fuel your next move. The most successful people in the world understand that failure is simply a part of the process. It's not an end point. It's a pit stop on the way to something greater. You see, failure is where growth happens. Every time you fall, you get back up stronger, smarter, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. Failure is an opportunity to learn, to refine your approach, and to develop resilience. Without failure, success would have no meaning. Without failure, you wouldn't learn the valuable lessons that help you reach the next level. The key is to embrace failure, not fear it. Stop seeing it as something to avoid and start seeing it as a necessary part of your journey. When you fail, it's not the end of your dream. It's simply a signal that you need to adjust your approach and keep going. The most successful people are the ones who fail the most because they're the ones who are willing to keep trying, to keep pushing, and to keep learning. So, when you encounter failure, don't let it make you quit. Let it make you better. Recognize that failure is just feedback, a part of the journey, and an opportunity to grow. It's not the end, it's the beginning of your next chapter. Every failure is a lesson that brings you one step closer to success. Keep going, keep learning, and remember, failure is not the end. It's simply the beginning of your next great achievement. So often we focus entirely on the end goal, the outcome we want to achieve. We look ahead to the finish line, imagining what it will feel like when we finally arrive. But here's the truth. The real magic isn't just in the destination, it's in the process. The small daily actions, decisions, and habits that lead you there. You see, if you're only focused on the outcome, you miss the very things that are going to get you there. The outcome, the goal, is important, but it's the process that actually shapes who you become and how you get there. It's the consistent work, the focus, and the dedication that builds the foundation for success. Without the right process, no goal, no matter how great, is achievable. Think about any major success story. Whether it's in business, sports, or any other field, those who succeed understand that results come from focusing on what's in front of them today, not just on the grand prize down the road. When you focus on the process, you build the right habits, you learn new skills, and you become the person capable of achieving your dreams. When you focus solely on the outcome, there's a tendency to get impatient. You might feel frustrated if success doesn't come as quickly as you want, or you might even start to doubt yourself. But when you focus on the process, you understand that success is not a single moment, it's a journey. Every small step you take is progress, and every day you commit to the work is a win. By focusing on what you can do today, how you can improve, learn, and grow, you're setting yourself up for long-term success, not just short-term results. The process is where you build your character, your resilience, and your ability to adapt. It's where you make mistakes and learn from them. It's where you refine your approach and get better at what you do. And if you put your energy into the process, the outcomes will come naturally. When you master the steps, the results will follow. It's important to have goals, no doubt, but instead of obsessing over them, fall in love with the journey. Embrace the grind. Enjoy the work, even when it feels tedious or slow. Each day, you're building momentum. Each action is a step towards something bigger. And before you know it, you'll look back and realize that the process, the effort, and the growth were what made the outcome so meaningful. So, focus on the process. Commit to being the best version of yourself today, and tomorrow will take care of itself. Trust the journey and stay dedicated to the work. When you do this, you won't just achieve your goals. You'll become someone who is capable of achieving even greater ones. The outcome is important, but the process is everything. Your effort and the quality of it directly shapes your future. Too many people spend their time wishing for better circumstances or hoping for a lucky break. But here's the hard truth. Luck is not what determines your success. Your future is determined by the effort you put in today. It's your daily actions, your discipline, and your willingness to give it your best, even when no one is watching, that will determine where you end up. The effort you put into your goals is like planting seeds. Every small action, every bit of work you do, no matter how small, is a seed that you are planting in your future. It may not seem like much in the moment, but over time, those seeds will grow into something powerful. Your future success is nothing more than the accumulation of all the effort you put into your life, day after day. Think about it. Where you are today is the result of the choices and efforts you made yesterday, last month, and last year. If you want to change where you're headed, you have to change the effort you're putting in now. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of consistent, deliberate effort over time. So, the question isn't whether you can reach your goals, it's whether you're willing to put in the effort necessary to make them happen. Effort isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about staying focused, staying consistent, and prioritizing the actions that will get you closer to your vision. It's about learning from your mistakes, improving along the way, and giving everything you've got, no matter how tough things get. When you commit to this kind of effort, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving your goals. The beautiful part about this is that no matter where you start, your effort can always move you forward. You don't need to have the perfect circumstances. You don't need to have all the resources right now. All you need is the willingness to give your best effort every single day. The more effort you put in, the more your future expands. Your future is in your hands. Don't leave it to chance or fate. Don't wait for someone else to make things happen for you. Your effort, and the commitment behind it is what will determine whether you look back and say, I made it, or I wish I had tried harder. The power to shape your destiny lies in the choices you make today. The future is created by the effort you put in now. So, make it count. Give your best effort and your future will reflect that. Being relentless doesn't mean running yourself into the ground. It's about maintaining a steady, unshakable focus on your goals, while knowing how to pace yourself and preserve your energy for the long haul. The idea is not to wear yourself out with burnout or work yourself into exhaustion. Instead, it's to stay committed, keep your momentum, and push forward with unwavering determination without losing sight of your health, well-being, or balance. The relentless person doesn't give up at the first sign of difficulty or stop when they're tired. They keep going. But here's the crucial part. They also know when to rest, when to recharge, and when to recalibrate. Being relentless is not about nonstop hustle. It's about showing up consistently, day after day, with a focus that doesn't waver. It's about knowing when to take breaks and when to press forward. If you burn yourself out, you're not relentless. You're exhausted, and exhaustion leads to mistakes, poor decision-making, and eventually giving up. Relentlessness is about smart effort, not mindless grind. It's about working with purpose and discipline, understanding that this is a long journey, not a sprint. There will be days when you feel like you're pushing harder than ever before, and other days when you need to step back and refresh. But no matter what, you keep your eyes on the prize, and you come back stronger each time. There's a fine line between being relentless and being consumed by exhaustion. If you're relentless, you'll take the time to care for your body, mind, and spirit. You won't let fatigue cloud your judgment, and you'll maintain the energy to keep moving forward. You understand that the real key to success isn't about doing everything at once. It's about being consistent and resilient over time. What will make you stand out is your ability to keep going when others quit. But that doesn't mean sacrificing your well-being. You want to give your best, but you also want to make sure you have the energy to keep giving. So, be relentless in your pursuit, but don't exhaust yourself to the point where you're no longer effective. The key is to know your limits, push past them, and recover when needed. Being relentless means working with intention. It means knowing what to do and when to do it, staying focused on what matters most, and never losing sight of your goals. But most importantly, it means pacing yourself and ensuring that you're in it for the long run. Relentlessness isn't about burning out. It's about sustaining your drive and energy in a way that propels you forward for years to come. Keep going, but don't forget to rest. Keep pushing, but do it wisely. That's the power of being relentless without being exhausted.